Hey YouTube, welcome to 2014, and what better way to start it off than by looking at a trio of the newest releases from Jarosz, his tactical Globetrotter line. So if you weren't aware, back at the end of December, actually it was the couple days after Christmas, Jesse announced that he was going to do he started selling these knives, and he did what is called his customer appreciation line. You can see some of the marks from the Kydex. I'll talk to you about that in a little bit. And what he did was he made 70 Globetrotters, which are his little fixed blades here. And he put them up at a special sale price. If you bought one, it was $150. If you bought two, it was I think $225. So it was buy one, get one half off. And if you bought three, you paid $300. And then so that's kind of buy two at full price, get a third free. And you can see that these are done in his kind of budget type of friendly knives. And what's interesting on Facebook, on I think it was Facebook and USN, he asked whether people preferred plain G10 handles or this scalloped G10. You could see most people preferred the scalloped, and I was one of the few that actually was hoping that he was going to do plain G10, but now that I have this in hand, I actually really enjoy the scallops, so I'm okay with that. And so all three of these are not for me. The tan one is mine. The green one, the green ones will be going out to some friends who went in on this deal with me. So I just wanted to show these off before I package them up and send them on their way. So this is actually the version 2 of his Globetrotters. The previous Globetrotters kind of just had a cord-wrapped handle and were chisel ground. He decided he wanted to make some changes. People were asking for longer handles, so he made a longer handle. And he also added a lanyard attachment point for those of us who prefer lanyards. And then they all come with a small little lanyard pre-attached. And as you can see, these new Globetrotters are also V-ground, and V-ground with a mirror bevel. And it's amazing edge that he puts on these knives. And the stock is just looks like it's just whatever the color comes back from heat treat. And this keeps the price down. I mean, at $150 for a single knife order, I think that's fair. You're still getting a lot of custom handmade work. All of the scales are hand scalped, and the edges are rounded very nicely. So we can see a little bit. You can see a little bit about how the G10 is rounded, and that actually feels very comfortable in the hand. And the scallops are also very evenly placed. You can see the little triangles that they make are very uniform, very comfortable, and they're really cool knives. They're thin, so if you want, you can throw that onto throw it on your belt. It does come with a sheath. Oh gosh, let me run and get that. I completely forgot. So they do come with sheaths. It just comes with the sheath. The tech lock feature that I threw on there was mine, but the holes are positioned so that you can use a tech lock if you wish. And it does fit kind of. It feels good on your belt. I'm not a fan of the tech lock system. I think this is one of the older, just like clip over designs or something. So I might end up getting a leather sheath made for this. But I think if you wanted to carry this on your belt as an EDC fixed blade, I think that'd be a really nice option. And I guess I wanted to show you how sharp the knife is. So a lot of people may not have experience using a Jarosz knife, so I wanted to just give you an idea how sharp Jesse makes his knives. And I have some newspaper here. I like to use magazines usually, but newspaper is just what I have laying around. and it just cuts so effortlessly. And that's the way Jesse likes all of his knives to be. Oops. I'm doing a terrible job of showing that. Anyhow, I hope you trust that this is extremely sharp and that my cutting skills are apparently terrible. Let me get this piece out of the way. I guess I'll do a size comparison with my S&G, since they have both have brown colored scales, although the brown doesn't show up very well on the S&G very well. Small size comparison there. The blades are about the same size, although the S&G has a less cutting edge, but the blades are similar size. And then again, the handles are pretty similar as well. So that's about it. Oh, you know, it's also comfortable in the reverse grip here. So if we see that the thumb rests very comfortably there. And overall, it's just a really comfortable design. And I've already used it to open up some packages since getting this, and cutting some other things. And it's a great utility knife. And I'm really glad that Jesse put these out with a G10 and a V-grind type of pattern there. It can be used for a lot of things. If you want to use it in the kitchen, if you want to use it, I know Jesse used his for field dressing a deer. So it's really anything you want it to do, it does pretty well, which is why he kind of calls it the Globetrotter. Go anywhere, do anything kind of knife. Alright, thanks for watching, and hopefully 2014 is a healthy and prosperous one for all of you. Thanks for watching. As always, be dressed to play and geared to slaughter. See ya.